begin our BECE conversation now. We know that the candidates for this year's BECE will start their exams this morning at the various examination centers. There are about 570,000 candidates who are registered to write this year. And according to WAEC, actually, this is a 5.9% decline in last year's numbers this year, even though there has been a rise in the number of private candidates who are writing. But let's cross over to some of our correspondents who are joining us from the various regions to let us know exactly how preparations are going, whether exams have begun, and what's happening in some of the centers. We're told that some interesting guidelines this morning at some centers to prevent students from cheating, including preventing them from coming to the examination halls with their shoes on. Let's cross over now to my colleague Castro, who's joining us from the Upper East region via Zoom. Hello, Castro.
Hello, Nashoko.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you too.
Which center are you at now?
I'm currently at the St. John's Senior High Technical School, which is a center in the Kasana municipality. I can report that the process is going smoothly. The students have arrived. They are seated in the hall right behind me, and anytime soon the examination will begin.
What time is the exam scheduled to begin?
I haven't really been able to speak to anyone here because they don't want to talk to me. According to them, some protocols have been put in place that they should not, engage media men. But from what I understand, the examination should begin anytime soon from 10 o'clock thereabouts.
From 10 o'clock thereabouts. All right, that's in about 32 minutes. What are they writing first?
I can hardly hear you now, Shoko.
Which paper are they writing first?
Yes, so like I've stated, the officials here wouldn't want to engage me.
Okay, so you don't know. Okay.
Yes, so I haven't been able to get from them what they are writing first. But also, I can report that some protocols have been put in place, including very, very stiffer measures to ensure that those who are entering the examination centers don't take foreign materials in there. They are being searched. Some of them are being made to remove their footwear, and then the footwear is sort of checked before they move in. In some cases, some people have had to walk barefooted or wear slippers into the examination room.
And why were they asked to go in barefoot? Did they check and to see that they had maybe brought in some material they were not supposed to? Did they write in their shoes? Why are they going in without their shoes?
No, some don't just want to discomfort themselves, and so it's a first experience. So and they've been cautioned against anything that would go against them as far as the examination is concerned. So in order not to waste time, once you move, you just walk in there. But the majority of the students are wearing their footwear and, in fact, seated comfortably and waiting patiently for the examination to begin. All
right. All right. Thank you so much, Castro. We'll come to you again later in the day after the first paper they're writing is English. So perhaps after the English paper, we'll come to you so that perhaps we can find out how the students are feeling when that's done. Thank you so much, Castro. All right, so that was Castro coming to us live from the Kasana Nankana district, where he says that the first paper is about to begin, perhaps by 10 a.m. The first paper is English, and then after that, they will wait a few hours, and then they will write the religious and moral education paper. We're joined now on the line by Wangara Ibrahim, joining us via Zoom from the Upper West region. Good morning, Ibrahim. All right, Ibrahim is here to join us, but just to bring you an update on the number of students who are writing, there are about 570 students in all who are registered and will be writing the paper starting today with their English and RME papers. And of the numbers, we have 282,648 being boys, I beg your pardon, and 386,444 being girls. Then we have 1,366 private students writing the paper today, comprising 735 boys and 631 girls. And the candidates are from 9,506 schools and a total of 2,123 centers across the country. Working on the supervision of the exams this week are 2,123 supervisors and 1,889 assistants and 19,973 invigilators working this morning and throughout the week on the exams. Let's cross over now to Ibrahim Abubakar, who's joining us from the Ashanti region. All right, Ibrahim Wangara has joined us on the Upper West region now. Hello, Ibrahim.
Yes.
Good morning, Ibrahim. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
Ibrahim, which center are you at now?
Currently, I'm at Secondary Technical School. That is Wasatech in the suburb of Wa municipality.
All right. And what can you report from there?
Yes. If we look at the 2024 BECE in the Upper West region, over 14,000 candidates are expected to sit in for the examination in the Upper West region here. Out of the over 14,000, 7,428 are girls and 6,638 are boys in the region. According to the Upper West Regional Controller of the West Africa Examination Council, Mr. Donald Tuo, he said WAEC is well prepared to administer the examination across all the municipal and districts within the Upper West region. And then, when asked about exams malpractice and fraud, he indicated that WAEC is well prepared to do its best to ensure that exams malpractice is not implemented or witnessed this time around. But he further on stated that exam malpractice is not an individual's work, or it's not a work for only WAEC, but it's what? A responsibility for the entire people or all stakeholders that are participating in this exercise. He also did mention that they have gone across all the districts and municipalities within the Upper West region to sensitize and also engage them just to prepare them for the exams today. However, he did mention that, as we reported earlier, because of disturbances within the West area, they could not visit Kendall and that of Lase communities because, as we witnessed, there were some disturbances that led to some deaths being recorded in the area. So as a result of that, they were not able to engage students over in that district to give them that kind of sensitization. However, the Upper West Regional Ministry
Gone off there, unfortunately. We've lost him on the line, but he was just bringing us an update on what's happening at Wasatech, one of the centers in the Upper West region where the BECE is set to take place today. And over there also, the exam has not yet begun, but will soon begin. We'll bring you some more updates from some of our regional correspondents from across the country on how preparations are ongoing ahead of the beginning of the first paper today. The first paper is English. The second paper today will be RME. We'll let you know what they'll be writing tomorrow in subsequent days as we go. But if you're watching us and you have a ward or a brother, sister, niece, nephew writing an exam today, you can connect with us with the hashtag TV3NewDay on X, on Twitter, and we'll read your messages. We'll be too happy to hear from you on how it's begun for them. And we wish all the candidates all the very best of luck ahead of the start of their exams this morning. We're told that there are some very strict measures which have been put in place to prevent exam malpractices. And this has been an issue over the years. In fact, sometime in 2005, when I wrote the BECE, was it 2002 rather? In 2002, exams were cancelled, all of us. All of us, we had to come back and write the exams again. And since then, we've had a lot of issues on examination malpractices. But this year, the WAEC and their team, invigilators, assistants, and supervisors have said that they have put in very strict measures to ensure that there will be no such reported malpractice. And we're looking forward to seeing this go through for them successfully. Let's go over now to Mepe, where we have a report for you on this year's exam.
This is the exam center here at St. Kizito in the North Tongu municipality, and the students are getting ready to be ushered into the exams auditorium. These are the desks they are come to sit on. During the Akosombo Dam spillage, this place was used as one of the safe havens for the affected victims. All the desks here were destroyed, but you could see they've been able to provide them with some new desks here. Currently, the candidates are standing outside. They are being briefed by the GES here as to what to do and what not to do. But one thing that we've noticed today, and we are told that is a directive from the GES, they are not supposed to wear shoe. That is across board, male, female. And when you come to the guys, for instance, they are not supposed to put on a belt like these guys in the belts. But according to the GES directive, we are told they are not supposed to wear a belt. And then these ones, they are all not in belts. You could see they are all not wearing belts, and you are not supposed to carry any foreign material on you too. I saw one Muslim lady who was wearing a veil. She was ordered to remove the veil because they are not going to be allowed to any of those things. You could see all the young men here are not wearing belts. And then if you go down to their foot level, none of them is wearing a shoe. It's not because they don't have a shoe, but it's a directive that has come from the GES. According to the GES officials here, all of them, nobody is in a shoe. Now they've been allowed to go to the exam. So we are going to see how the exams officials here are going to usher them in, the scrutiny, the searching, and whether that should be done in accordance to the GES directive. So now they are moving in. Let's see. So there you go. So they are all moving in. No strict supervision or searching. Maybe that has been done before we got here, but for now, they are all just going in each other. So there's a lady here. We are told she's supposed to dress up appropriately. Well, she was carrying something, and that has been taken away from her. And now they are all just moving in now. In the course of the day, we'll get to know the number of students who are sitting for the exams here in the St. Kizito or in the North Tongu constituency, as this place is actually an interesting place to keep an eye on, especially when many of the students happens to be victims of the Akosombo Dam spillage that occurred. We want to know if all of them are able to sit for the exams, as we are told some of them actually, after registering, drop out along the way due to the impact of the Akosombo Dam spillage. We'll be here and we'll keep you up to date on subsequent issues. Joseph Armstrong.
And that's a report from Mepe in the South Tongu constituency. That's the St. Kizito's Catholic School, a school that housed a lot of the displaced persons after the Akosombo Dam spillage some time ago. I'm glad to see that the school is back, in its full function as an educational institution for the students in that neighborhood. We have another report from Ibrahim, who's joining us from the Ashanti region. Hello, Ibrahim.
Hi, now.
Yes, Ibrahim, thank you so much for joining us. Where exactly are you this morning?
So I'm currently at Umaka, that's Kumasi Academy Senior High School, where we have several schools writing their BECE. In fact, 9 o'clock exactly, the bell was rung and they all had to move inside there and begin with the exams. In the Ashanti region, we are expecting out of the almost 570,000 nationwide. Ashanti region alone, 110,742. And the male-female ratio, 55,175 for male, then 55,557 for female. This, according to the Education Directorate, is a huge improvement with regards to girl child education, because for the first time we are seeing more girls writing the BECE than boys. So basically it's about scrutinizing them before allowing them entry, because they don't want to record any form of examination or practice. So before they enter, they are being advised, and when you are entering, they do a lot of search, look at your mass search, in fact even search people's shoes and under their belts, just to make sure that no one is entering there with any foreign material. In fact, in the morning, we engaged with some of the students, how prepared they are towards today's examination. And even though some of them are nervous, they said they will do everything possible to make sure they pass and also continue to the senior high level. I briefly spoke with some of the students.
Okay.
Let's listen to them.
All right. Can we listen to the students who Ibrahim spoke to? All right, Ibrahim, we are not able to play that right now, but we will play it.
I'm very successful. I have learned a lot because in our class, we have endured 8 mocks. And having this day as my first step is very awesome. I entreat all learners that this is not anything dangerous. You can make it. Just calm down. Just remember everything you've learned in school.
Are you nervous or you are okay?
Oh, I'm very fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are prepared. I mean, these exams, more fear, but we have ignored the fear. So we are prepared much. So we try our best to do what we can do. We are not depending on any foreign materials. We are prepared.
All right, so that was Ibrahim Abubakar joining us from the Ashanti region, from Kumaka. And he spoke to some students who say they are very prepared. I'm happy to hear that. And I hope that they are actually prepared. And this year, the exams will go smoothly. But the report from MEPE is a little concerning that students were asked to remove their belts and their shoes